A slightly unusual looking vehicle, and maybe it's a case of function over form, because this is the Changan Star 3 double cab bakkie, as you can see. Very recently launched in South Africa, and they launched 3 different body shape derivatives. They launched a single cab, a double cab, and then a panel van stroke minibus version, which you can picture just the extended version over here, bringing in the same platform, etc. And talking about the rear, you've got a nice sized buck over here, which is very good proportions, 3-way drop side, as you can see, so you can drop all round. Nice big cab protector with a handle over here if you want to lift yourself up into the cab. And it's rated, believe it or not, even in double cab version, for a full ton on the back. And when I look at something over here, I'll tell you that I believe that can be done, because look at these very, very strong and adequate leaf springs at the rear to make sure you can take that load. An anomaly that I found perhaps to an extent on this vehicle is these pretty tiny little wheel and tire combination. But it is what it is, and it is what they fit on the vehicle, and it certainly didn't seem to affect the vehicle. A little 14-inch wheel on the back. 72 kilowatts from the 1250cc 4-cylinder petrol engine, 119 Newton meters. So it's certainly got, I would say, enough power to carry that load as well, which is very, very important. So overall, you can see a tough little bakkie, double cab, which gives you the practicality, something pretty unusual maybe in the South African market. Let's take a look inside now. From a driver's perspective in a Changan Star 3, you're faced with a very, very basic, simple dashboard stroke instrumentation, which gives you what's necessary: trip meter. I've done 370 kilometers on this test, shows your fuel and your temperature, rev counter, which I think is important on any vehicle. So it's very basic but very neat. You come across to the center of the dash over here, and you've got a simple looking radio, and then a feature, because let me mention now, there are 2 versions of the double cab. You get the standard, you get the luxury. We're in the luxury right now, which means you get the air conditioning, which has an unusual feature in that your recirculate or fresh air, instead of just pressing a button, you turn the fan in a different direction. Different, but doesn't matter. The aircon works pretty effectively, I have to tell you. Come down over here, a feature again of the luxury is the cup holders over there. Well, not important, but they're there. And your very light, very easy to use 5-speed manual gearbox, which in general operation certainly was effective. Again, on the luxury, you do get electric windows with 1 touch even down for the driver, and you also get on luxury central locking that works on all 4 doors. So those are the advantages or the features of the luxury over and above the standard version. Up to you whether you want those or not. There is obviously a price difference of 10,000 Rand between the 2 versions. You get pretty neat and functional cloth upholstery, which is standard across both of them. Being a double cab, obviously you're going to buy a double cab for the functionality and the use of the rear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the back seat right now, and let's see what it's like over there. Getting into the back seat of the Star 3 double cab, you can see there's pretty much enough space, lots and lots of headroom, so you can get 2, definitely, maybe even 3 in the back seat. Useful, functional, and important if using it for work. You've got the rubber mats on the floor, which are useful, and again, as a working vehicle, I think a better choice, in fact, than carpeting, so it's something that would make a difference. Let's just talk quickly on the road, because I've done 370 kilometers in this Changan Star 3. I unfortunately do not have facilities to test a vehicle loaded. Unloaded, yes, it's a bit bouncy when you're driving along without a load on the back because of those leaf springs we showed you earlier. It's built to take some kind of load and not to run around empty all the time. So take that into account. It's going to depend on your usage, and the percentages of time you're driving loaded or unloaded will make a difference. Something that I very definitely missed on this vehicle is it doesn't have power steering. Well, know about it before you buy it, and if you want good muscles, it's the first vehicle I've driven without power steering in a long time, and it certainly did require a bit of hefting around, especially when trying to park and things like that. But if you're aware of it, it's not really a hardship, is it? What Changan have done, they've brought it in and it's under the umbrella of JMC in South Africa now. They're offering you a 3-year, 100,000 kilometer warranty. So although this may be a new vehicle on the South African market, they are standing behind it, and you've got their show of confidence, shall I call it, in that warranty that they're putting onto the vehicle. Price, of course, is crucial. Double cab, yes, it's got all of that. It's got the 1-ton loadability. Base version, 154,900. Luxury version, as we're in now, 164,900. Certainly there is not much around on the market that can come close to this on price. And the South African market is so price driven these days that if you're looking for a vehicle that offers you loadability and passenger carrying capacity as a combination, you're going to have to look long and hard to find many vehicles that come in at the same kind of money and value for money as the Changan Star 3. For Motor Matters, I'm Alan R, and I'll see you next time.